Hey, welcome back to the channel. And today I wanted to do a no hype, really first wear review of a fragrance that has gotten a lot of attention over the past year. Odds are you guys have seen this fragrance talked about. A ton of influencers, YouTubers, reviewers have talked about this. It seems like a lot of people got this fragrance in at the same time. You started seeing reviews pop up, which happens because companies will reach out to reviewers, to YouTubers, to see if they want to try a new fragrance from them, if they want to talk about it. And normally that bottle will be sent to the reviewer for free. Every time I get a free bottle on the channel, I will disclose that to you guys to let you know that the brand sent this to me. However, whenever I am talking to a brand about them possibly sending me something, I always tell them I may not talk about this at all. Don't expect anything, and certainly don't expect a positive review just because I received a free bottle. I understand that it's hard to sort of take someone seriously or at least think that they don't have a bias towards that fragrance if they receive the bottle for free. So this fragrance today, again, I can't really speak to whether or not YouTubers receive this for free, but it's hyped. And I know that you guys have seen this. I know you've seen it all over Instagram. I know you've seen other channels talk about it. So I was lucky enough because of one of you guys, Corey, one of my subscribers. Thank you, Corey, so much for sending this my way. He sent me a decant of this, and the scent we are talking about is DesirToxic from Micallef. And this is the decant that Corey sent me. And I just wanted to sort of talk about my first wear with this and try to give you guys sort of a no hype review of this fragrance. So I'm really appreciative that Corey sent this my way, and I'm just gonna get right into it. I'm gonna try this on skin. Obviously, I want to show you guys the atomizer because this is a decant. So I am just gonna walk you through it, what I get initially, how it changes, tell you what my wife thought about this when I wore it. So let's see. One thing I like about this scent right off the bat is it has this warmth to it, but it's fresh. And I'm a fan of that combination. There's some spice here, cardamom, cinnamon. It has some slight sweetness coming from the black currant. There's a little bit of fruit in here, some citrus, but for the most part, it's a warm, spicy, clean smelling fragrance, which I really enjoy right off the top. And it has this really almost soapy foundation to it. It's a clean musk and some benzoin mixed in. So again, you're getting this combination of warm and clean. And when my wife first smelled this on me, she initially thought I smelled like a Christmas candle, which I can kind of see what she's talking about. There's some Tonka Bean in here, so it has this little bit of a creamy vanilla touch to it. Slightly powdery. And then it also has this almost old school mature vibe to it because of the use of Oakmoss here. So very interesting note breakdown, very interesting scent DNA, so to speak. It doesn't really remind me of anything else that I've smelled, which I like. I like the individuality of it, the uniqueness of it, because I think at the price point they're asking for this, if you're paying full retail for this fragrance, I want to say it's around $250 for 100 mLs. It's a lot of money. It's a little synthetic in the opening. It does settle down. It does become much smoother, much more palatable through the mid and the dry down of this. I think the $250 price point is a little high, if I'm being honest. Now, I know you can get this much cheaper on Venba Fragrance right now. I do have an affiliate link through Venba. It's like $115 on there. That is worth it, in my opinion. For this scent, it is worth it. For the uniqueness, the longevity I got from this, it's about mid. It's about, you know, it wasn't excellent, but it wasn't bad either. And again, it's a fresh fragrance. It does have sort of this unique vibe to it that unlike most freshies that you're probably used to. And then there's also a cannabis note in here. And guys, being completely honest, look, I've been around some cannabis in my time. It doesn't smell like the burnt, smoky cannabis that you might be thinking of. There is a green element to it. I just keep going back to this really clean, soapy vibe this has in its heart. And there's a little bit of patchouli in there as well. So I think the breakdown of the notes is interesting. The quality is there. It doesn't smell cheap. This isn't really, it doesn't really smell niche to me. And in that sense, it's not a challenging fragrance to reach for. I think it's really easy to wear. This is probably going to work in most situations. Although it's fresh, that warmth, that cinnamon, the tonka here, it does kind of remind you of the holidays a little bit. There's an element to it, and that could just be because my wife sort of planted that seed when she said that it smells like a Christmas candle. So when I say fresh, and even the bottle is super cool looking. I'll put a picture of the bottle here. I really like that bottle. It's unique and different than most bottles that I've seen. I think that would look great in the collection. I wish I had the actual bottle here. But it does have, although fresh, that warmth, that cardamom, that cinnamon, that benzoin in here. The slight sweetness from the black currant is adding, and along with that citrus is adding to some of the freshness here. But overall, I really like the fragrance. Now, as I said, I think at full retail, it's overpriced because you're getting into niche territory, and I don't consider this to really identify as a niche fragrance, only because it's pretty easy to wear, although it does smell unique, and it's nothing overly artistic or crazy performer. It's pretty mid in terms of performance. So, but the scent is one of those fragrances that I can see myself saying, I want to wear that today. Like the scent memory of it, it's probably going to stick with you because it is a little different. Overall, I really do like this fragrance. I think that it's one of those fragrances that may or may not live up to the hype. And the reason I say that obviously is because it's such a hyped fragrance. You're thinking, wow, this thing's gonna be so much different. Than it doesn't do anything crazy good. Let's put it that way. But what it does do is gives you a little bit of a different perspective on a fresh fragrance while still being, walks a lot of lines. It walks the line of being a warm, spicy, and fresh and aromatic scent. So I like those types of fragrances. That I kind of lean towards those types of fragrances because I think they work great year round. They're versatile. So yeah, overall, I'd be really curious to know what you guys think of DesirToxic from Micallef. I know that you have seen this pop up. I know this is one that you guys have probably considered purchasing. So I would love to know your experience with it. Drop it in the comment section down below. As always, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We are on the road to 10,000 subscribers. I just can't believe that we're about to hit 10,000 subscribers. So thank you guys so much for the support. And thank you for coming back to my channel and watching my videos. It means everything to me. And Corey, thank you again for sending this my way. That's all I have today, guys. So thank you. Subscribe, click the like button, and I'll see you in the next one.